Buddy Daddies is an absolute standout this season. I said standout dipshit, but that's not really saying much when the best thing airing this season is slavery. I fucking love farming! It's technically competent, just like the other gay show, but while it excels in the first 2 episodes, unlike me and Mad,
The fuck is D plus A?
it eventually settles in and goes from something that could have been amazing to just okay, kinda like me.
They ask you how you are, you just have to.
It's certainly a fun show, and the ability to make Miri an actual believable child character rather than a chaotic gremlin, while still not making her annoying, is rather impressive, as is the flow of the action, the general direction, and the lighting for the anime,
Oh, it's a sex joke.
as they offer a much more vibrant, colorful palette rather than Spy X Family's kind of drab and dull one, which is representative of the depression of not being able to fuck your. But it kind of just meanders about after those first 2 impressive episodes, wherein it sets in on doing the Spy X Family thing of making Miri the focus and watching silly antics occur, rather than a blend of action and antics as seen in the first 2 episodes, but that's ultimately to its detriment, since even though it may look better than Spy Fam, it certainly isn't as cunny as Spy Fam. I know what I said. It combines sweet movements, fluid action, and a jazzy, banging, spy-themed OST alongside cuteness and wrapped it all into one neat package, and if it had continued that trend for the entire series, it would have gone down in a lesson in how it's done, standing amongst its peers as the premier gag comedy, child-raising spy anime thriller, with maybe a little homo that all the casuals insisted that Spy X Family needed to be. But it instead falls to the wayside and just becomes a better-looking copy of the original, even if it had the potential to be the ripoff that did the idea better. And honestly, it's false advertising that they haven't fucked. Even though it does screw the pooch later on, however, because they established that nice blend early on, alongside the notion that it would involve past drama, it doesn't fall too hard once it decides to focus on it, unlike Spy X Family, where you'd go from gremlin antics to suddenly serious spy stuff with no gremlin. Where the fuck is Anya? So by establishing it early on, it makes the shift less jarring, even if the animation also takes a bit of a hit as it goes on, but it's certainly not the best way to handle it, as, while it's a lot less amateur in its direction compared to something like Licorice Recoil, that show handles the blending of elements a lot better, as Licorice possessed fun characters, hijinks, voice work, and action in just about every episode, with episode 8 being the standout with all the little flares, flourishes, and fantastic jokes that stand out in a show like this, but were par for the course for it. Here, everything is good on a technical level, but it's nothing amazing and is rather standard, to be honest, as it never pushes the boundary from good to great, but the fact that being just okay makes it a standout this season speaks volumes to the quality of the winter 2023 anime season. It's shit, and its failure in becoming the next big spy-themed anime doesn't mean that it's not still enjoyable, even when it's coasting. It's a competent show, and that's saying a lot for this season, and although it does leave me with a bad taste in my mouth of, that's it? This is also a gay joke. When it showed so much potential early on, only to squander it as it kept going, it's still the best thing airing this season, so while it may not feel like it deserves the title of anime of the season, that's just kinda what happens when your only competition is slavery.
Oh, fuck yeah, they're gonna fish next episode!
Click here for more videos.